Hey friends, welcome back to Civil Engineering Mastery. As we know, culverts are the most important structures as like bridges. Culverts are the monolithic structure made to pass across a roadway, railway lines, etc. So in this video, we are going to discuss about what is RC Slab Culvert and what are all the forces we need to consider for designing the RC Slab Culvert. IRC is the code which we use to refer to design the slab culvert and bridges. So without delay, let's begin now. First, let's start with what is slab culvert. It is the structure which is constructed over the obstruction. Culverts are the monolithic structure made to pass across a roadway and railway lines. These kind of roadways and railway lines need culvert and bridges to permit cross flow of drains, rivers, or traffic at different level. So when the span is small, the culvert is used instead of bridges. We might have seen the bridges over the road, but that is used for the long distance. If the span is small, we need to use the culvert. As you can see in this image, if the span is small, we have to prefer the word culvert to represent. And if the span is more, we need to use the word bridge. As it is specified, for smaller span, the solid slab culverts are economical. So when the span is large, the solid slab culverts are uneconomical. However, the advantage of solid slab culvert is its construction is simple and formwork is cheaper. So that is the main advantage of solid slab culvert. The construction is simple and formwork is cheaper. So this is applied when the span is small. When the span is large, the solid slab culverts are more uneconomical. These kind of culverts are commonly used both as cross drain for channel release and to pass water under a road at natural drainage and river crossings. Culverts can be built with different substantial materials such as masonry, concrete, bricks, stone, or reinforced cement concrete. Slab culverts do not have bottom slab, therefore the natural flow of water is maintained and natural bottom substrate remains intact. While constructing these kind of slab culverts, a series of slabs are laid to form bridge-like structure. After that, pavement surface is placed on top to serve the purpose as a road. Here we have the longitudinal section and cross section of a typical culvert. If you look into the longitudinal sections, we have abutment and on top of it we have a deck slab and then we have a wearing cord. And after that we have the handrails. If you look into the cross section also, we have here curb, handrail and wearing cord. So this is the deck slab. So in this, if the span is less than 6.5 meter, we call it as a culvert. If the span is more than 6.5 meter, then we call it as a bridge. So this is as per IRC. IRC is the code which we refer to design this kind of culverts and bridges. That is Indian Road Congress. In this IRC code, we have many parts for each and every type of structures like bridges and load combinations and what are all the things which is coming on the roadways. We have different part of this IRC code, and according to the specific design we need to refer the particular part of the IRC code. In slab culvert, we will be having the superstructure and substructure. The substructure will be below ground level and above ground level we will be having the superstructure. So we use abutment or pier or some kind of walls, retaining wall, something we use to support the deck slab, that is the culvert. So the structure which is below the ground, we call it as substructure, and above the ground we call it as superstructure. Next, let's look into loads and forces which are all acting on the slab culvert. First one is dead load, live load, impact load, tractive forces, centrifugal forces, wind forces, temperature stresses, seismic forces, erection forces. So these are all the forces which are all acting on the culvert as per IRC code. So Indian Road Congress IRC code specifies the details of various load needs to be considered. So before designing the culvert, we need to know how these loads are acting on the structure and what are all the codal provisions, IRC codal provisions for each of these loads. So friends, if you want to continue this series of videos further, please let me know in the comment box so that I'll explain you all the load and forces as per IRC, what are all the provisions we need to consider. I hope you all like this video. Please do comment in the comment box. If you like the content, hit the like button, also share it with your friends. And I have put many effort to create this kind of videos. Super thanks button has been enabled in our channel. Kindly log into your account, and then below video you will be getting the super thanks button. By clicking on that, you can pay some minimum amount to support the channel. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe the channel for more videos.